right here. I don't know about you, but I have been waiting for this release for what seems like a century, more realistically like a year. But the fact that it's already here is not just good for Coti, it's not just good for Djed, it's also going to be really good for Cardano. Let's go look at the Cardano charts and look at a couple things happening and potentially what could this news bring to the space for price action. The first thing I want to point out here is this 49-cent prediction for the end of January made by some Cardano community members. I do think I was right. It's a little too much for right now. I do not think that here over the next couple of days we're going to be able to rally that high. However, we're still looking at a price prediction for Cardano. If we were to use the opening of this falling wedge pattern that we just broke out of, we could still realistically see a Cardano price all the way up towards 56 cents. When? I'm not sure, but especially backing up this news with the launch of Djed, this looks more and more realistic. The question is when, not if. We did hit the prediction that I made here a couple of weeks ago for this shorter timeline falling wedge pattern by coming up all the way here to 38 cents. But now it's time to turn our eyes to the north and see how high can this Cardano pump actually get. The first level that I'm really looking at right now is going to be sitting here right at between 40 cents and 43 cents. Now that we've accomplished that 38-cent prediction, the next level I'm looking at is actually a zone sitting here between 40 cents and 43 cents. And you can see over this entire period before a big dip, this was a key zone of support that got turned into resistance right here. And now it is looking like another one. But the question is, can we get above this level and turn it back into support? The next level you're going to want to keep your eyes on is the fattest part of fixed range volume profile we have had in this entire dip during the bear market. Right here at 46 cents, you can see this is a major peak. Here's the good news though, is traditionally when you're looking at a chart that looks like this, if you can make your way up and get over this peak, a lot of times it's a nice and easy fall back down to the next valley, and that valley could take us all the way back up towards 70 cents. Now, let's not count our chickens before they hatch, but that's something to keep your eyes on, that if we can clear that level, 46 cents, we could be seeing the beginning of a massive Cardano rally, especially with updates like what we're seeing in Djed and everything it produces as a stablecoin, being potentially, in my opinion, one of the safest stablecoins to have your money in. Going back to my chart, though, let's take a look at what Lux Algo is saying about Cardano. If you guys love Lux Algo or if you want to get it, there's a link in the description actually down below that you can pick it up. But we got some good signs out here on the daily chart for Cardano. Yes, we're a little overbought when it comes to the Lux Algo oscillator. However, we definitely could continue to spread this cloud out and continue to the upside. We are below the reversal cloud with several levels of liquidation sitting above us around 42 cents all the way up towards 47 cents. Both these regions are important when looking at the charts we just covered here a second ago. But what I'm looking at right now is the fact that we have a strong buy signal. We have a green trend catcher. We even have green candles. And now that is the trifecta of saying, all right, we have some confirmation this is a bullish trend. Where should we be taking profits? Well, if you're looking at Lux Algo, the most southern part of what it's looking at is that 46 zone we're talking about. After that, it could climb maybe even as high as 59 cents. So at the moment, Lux Algo is kind of pulling for that bullish move. One of my favorite new indicators that I like to look at for longer term macro, bearish and bullish momentum moves is this EMA ribbon. I'm out here on the daily chart where you can see we for the most part have been bearish all the way since October of 2021. That is a long time ago, but you can notice there's been a couple times we flashed green. It is something to note. We just flashed green again here a couple of days ago. Moving on to the 2 daily chart where there's actually been a lot of significance happening over on Bitcoin's chart. We're looking at the signs of where we haven't technically turned green yet, but that 20 SMA is making its way up towards the 55. So this is something we could potentially see happening soon. In case you're wondering what I'm talking about, over on Bitcoin, we just flashed green for the first time in over a year on Bitcoin's trend to move back bullish. This on the 2 daily chart is historically a very bullish sign for any market. So the fact that Cardano is getting close is a great sign. Another thing that I find bullish is that Cardano is one of the last few bigger altcoins that has not cleared its 200 daily SMA. We're currently using it as resistance, so that's something to keep an eye on. But if we're able to go above it, could we have the same type of runs that Bitcoin has had over its 200 or Ethereum has had over its? This is something I'm waiting for Cardano to do as well. If it does happen like the others two do, we're looking at that 56-cent prediction from the falling wedge pattern as being extremely realistic. There's a lot that can still happen, and while there are both bullish and bearish things happening on the charts for Cardano, Cardano is still one of those projects that when things are ready to go and it's ripe, it just takes off in a tear. And especially with this massive news coming that Djed will finally be launching next week, I am still a bull for Cardano. Even if we dip a little bit after the FOMC meeting, I think the future couple of months for Cardano is bright, but I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you like this video, go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. With that said though, I will see you in the next video.